mailbox. He went to jail 5 times in 1 week.
YNW Melly. Some call him a rap genius. Others say he's one of the most controversial artists in hip-hop history. Born Jamel Demons in the small city of Gifford, Florida, Melly's story is one of struggle, music, fame, and the courtroom battles that continue to shock the world. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the full story of YNW Melly, his rise, his music, his controversies, and the future that still hangs in the balance. So sit back. This is the untold story of YNW Melly. Melly's story begins on May 1st, 1999. Growing up in Gifford, Florida wasn't easy. It's a place where opportunity is limited, and violence is a daily reality. His mother was young when she had him, and Melly was raised mostly by her, often struggling to make ends meet. From an early age, Melly turned to music as an escape. He would freestyle on the block, rap with his friends, and study artists who made it out of similar environments. By the time he reached middle school, his talent was undeniable. But along with the music came trouble. He was already known to local police, already in and out of trouble, and already writing lyrics that reflected his life. One of the most important friendships in his life was with Anthony Williams, better known as YNW Bortlin. Together with other close friends, they would create the crew that became known as YNW, short for Young N and World. Melly's early songs started to circulate locally. His raw emotion, his melodic delivery, and his ability to paint pictures with words stood out in a crowded Florida rap scene. But his real breakthrough came with a song that would soon take the world by storm, Murder on My Mind. This track was more than just music. It was a diary entry. It told the story of violence, paranoia, and survival. When Melly recorded it, he never expected it to go viral. But once it hit streaming platforms, the numbers skyrocketed. Millions of people were suddenly talking about the kid from Gifford. The song became a cultural phenomenon, loved by fans, but also scrutinized heavily by critics and the media. Some believed Melly was just telling a story, using rap as art. Others claimed it was a confession. The controversy only fueled the song's success. And with Murder on My Mind, YNW Melly had officially entered the mainstream. After the success of Murder on My Mind, doors began to open. Melly started collaborating with other rising stars. His streaming numbers continued to climb. He wasn't just making music, he was making an impact. His unique voice, his ability to mix singing and rapping set him apart. He represented a new wave in hip-hop, emotional, melodic, but still street. Songs like Mixed Personalities, featuring Kanye West, pushed him even further into the spotlight. Big artists wanted to work with him, labels wanted to sign him. He was living the dream most rappers could only imagine. But behind the scenes, trouble was brewing. In 2018, everything changed. Two of Melly's closest friends, Christopher Thomas, Jr., known as YNW Juvie, and Anthony Williams, known as YNW Sackchaser, were killed. At first, the story was that they had been victims of a drive-by shooting. But soon, investigators began to suspect otherwise. In early 2019, Melly was arrested, accused of playing a role in the deaths of his own friends. The charges, 2 counts of first-degree murder. The news sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. Fans couldn't believe it. How could Melly, an artist with so much talent, be accused of something so dark? Prosecutors pointed to his lyrics, especially Murder on My Mind, claiming the music was evidence of a criminal mindset. But Melly's defense argued it was just art. Nothing more, nothing less. The courtroom became a stage. Every update was covered by the media. Fans debated endlessly online. Was Melly guilty, or was he being targeted because of his fame? As the case moved forward, details began to emerge. Prosecutors argued that Melly and YNW Bortlin staged the scene to look like a drive-by. They pointed to forensic evidence, cell phone records, and testimonies. Meanwhile, Melly maintained his innocence. His lawyers fought back, claiming the evidence was circumstantial and the case was built on shaky ground. The trial was filled with dramatic moments, objections, heated arguments, and unexpected delays. Each time news broke, social media exploded with hashtags like Free Melly. For fans, it became more than a legal battle. It was a cultural event. Even behind bars, Melly's music didn't stop. Songs continued to be released. His fan base remained loyal, streaming his tracks and keeping his name alive. Melly vs. Melvin, his debut studio album, dropped in late 2019. The project was a success, charting high and proving his music still connected with people. The duality of his image, part rising rap star, part accused criminal, only made him more infamous. What's unique about YNW Melly is how his fans responded. They didn't just listen to his music, they turned his case into part of his story. On TikTok, his songs became soundtracks for viral videos. On YouTube, creators debated his innocence. Memes, edits, and hashtags kept him trending. To some, he's a misunderstood artist. To others, he's a cautionary tale. But one thing is clear. His influence hasn't faded. When we talk about YNW Melly's music, we're talking about more than just numbers. Yes, the streams are massive. Yes, the songs have gone platinum. But it's the emotion in his work that resonates. Melly poured his life into his music. The pain, the struggles, the paranoia, the love, and the violence. It's messy. It's complicated, but that's what makes it real. Other rappers have cited him as an influence, and his melodic style has shaped a whole generation of artists. So what comes next? That's the question on everyone's mind. If Melly beats the case, he could return to music bigger than ever. His story, his resilience, his ability to connect with fans, it could all fuel a massive comeback. But if he's convicted, his career may never recover. His legacy will be defined not just by his music, but by the controversies surrounding his name. YNW Melly's journey is a modern tragedy. A young man with immense talent caught between music and the streets, between fame and controversy. Whether you believe he's innocent or guilty, one thing is certain. Melly's story has left an impact on hip-hop that cannot be ignored. From Gifford, Florida, to global stardom, to the courtroom, his life has played out in front of the world. And now we all wait to see what the final chapter will be, because YNW Melly's story is far from over.